in Temora, was born here, went to the Temora public school and the high school, pretty much like any Temora kid, heaps of sport. So primarily basketball, with Dad being absolute lover of the game. And then a lot of golf as well, again, driven by Dad and his love of that game. Yeah, growing up with Johnny Sandgren as your dad, you're pretty well known already because he's a well known character. And to me, he was an infinite learner. Like, he always, if he got into something, he got right into it, and he wanted to learn and get better. So just that mentality of always trying to pass on that torch. And Mum and my nan and pa, George and Amy Stimson, really, I think, just showed the value of family and supporting your family and being ever present and always putting family first. So that's definitely number one for me. And so career is fun and challenging and rewarding, but I just love being a dad, I think. So I think at school I really loved science, and at high school, particularly physics. I had a love for things that went bang, I think, and so I followed that. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I loved that. So I went to University of New South Wales and took on a advanced physics degree. I transitioned to a biomedical science degree. My pa, George Stimson, he was a bit of a local legend and actually an idol for me. He during one of my first roles got quite sick and had some health issues, and I ended up getting a pacemaker implanted, and that completely turned his life around, gave him back quality of life and extended his life by more than a decade, which it was a gift for everyone around him. And seeing that technology, I really thought that's for me. That's what I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of that sort of story for other families as well. So the other thing I saw with Pa was you have a pacemaker, but then you still need to have access to the specialists that manage those devices and see what's and checking in as to how they're going, and really saw the challenges for rural patients in particular, being so far away from those specialists. The remote monitoring technology means that a patient that's sitting in their lounge room in Temora, say, their pacemaker, if it detects any issues, can send information up via the internet to services in teams that I help look after. This sort of technology, I feel, is not only beneficial for patients with the convenience, but it means that it doesn't matter where the service people are in the world either. So I've been lucky enough. My wife's a successful scientist in her own right, and she's taken roles in Sweden and the United States. And through the technology that I work with, because the world is a smaller place, I've been able to maintain my work for Australia while living abroad for 5 years. Maybe country kids think, well, I'd love that sort of career, but I want to live in the country. I really feel like this sort of technology is opening up so many more doors, because there's no reason why, if I can live in Sweden and the United States and maintain my job in Australia, there's no reason why you couldn't live in Temora and do the same. I recently heard a quote that said, old men plant trees, the shade of which they know they'll never get to enjoy. And that straight away reminded me of Temora. And that's because there's just so many good people doing good things for each other and great things for the community. And the sum total of that, you walk down the street in Temora, it's just such a friendly place with such a great culture and a great community spirit. When I think about that, I think, well, what's not to love about Temora? You know, I love Temora.